Welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to price your coaching program. So the first thing I want to point out is that price actually does not exist outside of context. What do I mean by that? So imagine I were to ask you right now, is $100,000 a lot of money? You may be thinking to yourself like, yeah, I'd consider that a nice lump of change. That's no laughing amount. Now, let's put a little bit of context to it. So just $100,000 in and of itself, it really has no meaning other than the meaning you're trying to ascribe to it based on other things. Now, I'm going to add this context to it. Imagine I were to give you $100,000 and the context or the caveat for it was you're not able to make any more money, not a red cent, any further point in your life. Like that is the last $100,000 that you're going to have. Now, does $100,000 seem like a lot of money? No. So ultimately, you're thinking like, man, in just a couple, years or like for some of you months, you're going to be out of money. You're not going to have food. You're not going to have shelter. You're not going to have the basic things that you need. So as you can see, price in and of itself, without the context, it just literally has no meaning. So you may be tempted to go out right now when you're searching to see what you should price things for and try to see like, well, how much is this person charging? Are they charging, 200 for their coaching, 500,000, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, whatever it is, and you could be tempted to try to just base your prices there. But step one that I want you to take for pricing your coaching program is go out and find out what the marketplace is charging for the type of coaching that you're doing. And then I want you to forget it. So I want you to forget all about what anybody and everybody else is charging because it's irrelevant. It's good to go out and know what's the trend, how much things are going for, so that you have an idea. But what I want you to do instead is step two. I want you to identify the actual transformation that you provide. And once you're able to quantify that, let's say you're taking on clients right now and you are a business coach and you're able to help someone make $100,000. You're able to help them make $100,000 in a year in their coaching business working with you. So what would that transformation be worth to someone? So I like to have a rule of thumb with any of my coaching programs, any of my courses, that I at least at a minimum have a 10x return. So a 10 or a 20x return. So if I were to help you make $100,000, I think it would be pretty fair to say it costs, $10,000. Or if I were to help you make, seven figures, it'd be fair to say $20,000. So you got this amazing return based on the transformation that you bring. So if you are able to help save someone's marriage of 20 years, you're able to help someone conceive children. You're able to help someone regain their health, get six-pack abs, find the love of their life, their spouse, their soulmate. How much is that transformation worth to them? That's what your price should be based off of. I had a client named Rachel who is a brand strategist. She worked for a multiple eight-figure a year IT company designing all their website branding and logos and product placements and all these different things. And she decided that she wanted to go out and provide coaching services for single mothers who were building businesses, and she wanted to do branding for coaches and all these different things. But what ended up happening was she wasn't 100% sure on her individual prices, maybe some imposter syndrome, maybe some different things going on like that. And what ended up happening was people were coming to her, like friends and family members, and they were asking for like free services or grossly undercharging. All she had to really go by was looking like, well, how much do people charge in the marketplace for logos and social media banners? And if you look on some websites out there for freelancers, there are people in the Philippines and Thailand and India, whatever, Afghanistan, and they're willing to do logos for like $5, $25. And she was forced because of how she was trying to compare herself to the marketplace of what other people were selling for, just the deliverables, not the transformation. And she kind of pigeonholed herself there, where she was grossly undercharging for the value that she brung to the table. And once she got into my program and I helped her map out her process and I helped her figure out an exact transformation that she'd be able to provide these coaches and provide, you know, these entrepreneurs, these mothers who were trying to be mompreneurs, if you will, and they understood that she was able to add, you know, an additional, you know, $50,000, $100,000 or more to their bottom line. She was able to approach the process, approach the situation with a new context and anchor the price to the transformation that she was delivering versus just the deliverables or what other people was charging. And she was able to, in that first month, hit, you know, she had a 5K day, and then she turned around and she sold another package. She had ended up, I think it was $7,250, going from charging, you know, $50 and $5 and free for tons, hours and hours and hours of her time building out all these different things. You know, so that's just one example of the transformation in your own business that this type of insight and this type of approach can take. So if you got value today, what I want you to do is go down and I want you to subscribe, smash that like button, and I want you to hit that bell so you can get notified whenever I upload videos that will help you create, launch, and scale your coaching business online.